So, as a person who's constantly overlooked by society because of his disability, one thing that comforts me most is the idea that God gives success to those who are underestimated by society and people. And I feel like the best agent for this is Jesus himself, who didn't come from money, didn't come from power, and didn't come from a known place. He was basically an outcast in society, and people back then thought that the Son of God or Messiah would be a person of standing, a person of class, a person of money, and yet God chose the opposite. He chose a person who could relate to the common person and who could um, understand the struggles of people. So that gives me hope because I'm disabled and I feel like I'm overlooked because of my disability, unfortunately.
Let me pause it right there. I do want to say this. It takes a lot of courage to push through whatever your disabilities is. I made a comment on a post some time ago that strengthening your weaknesses is a strength in itself. And I feel like that relates to what this gentleman is saying and just in this little bit, because to have a disability, it's so easy to just kind of draw back, right? To draw back and say, I know how people see me, I know how people view me. I have a disadvantage. It can almost make you take on like different mentalities, a victim mentality, a blame shifting mentality, like oh, my life isn't worth much. Like, so you start to be pessimistic. But it takes strength. It takes courage. It takes tenacity to push through that mentally, that mental toll, and show up. And I admire the fact that he's doing so. Now, of course, he talks about Jesus and how, seeing how Jesus came from nothing and how Jesus was overlooked in ways, it gives him hope. And I think that's a great way to look at it because Jesus did come to this earth and he wasn't of like high esteem. He wasn't like good looking like a king to be beheld. I think it's in Isaiah to where it talks about how he wouldn't have like a good looking appearance. Where he was born, like all those things point to like Jesus, especially in our society, like he wouldn't be deemed as much. And this gentleman is able to glean hope from the story of Jesus. And I think we all should glean hope from the story of Jesus because it tells us about the importance of life, which is pleasing God, being humble, being kind, being thoughtful, being selfless, considering others above ourselves when when it's right to do so. So I just wanted to just first point that out that for one, he's a courageous young man, and I'm glad he's pushing through his disabilities, and which are real. These disabilities are real. He can feel them. I'm sure there are people who are still, you know, nasty and probably going to say things, make jokes, but he's pushing past that. And then also, he's looking to the one that's greater than him, which is Jesus. Let him finish, and then I'll share my lasting thoughts afterwards.
So I'm hopeful that I can be successful despite my disability because of God and His grace for me.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who might be in a similar situation
Come
or
on.
overlooked or looked down upon,
Okay.
you should have hope.
Yes.
And you should have faith that things will work out in your favor. And the people who are getting ahead by doing like bad things, that's not gonna last forever. And
Mm.
the thing that does last forever is God and His grace and
Mm-hmm.
glory. So yeah, you might be in a bad place now, and it may not look good, but if you have hope and have faith
Mm.
and put in the hard work, I believe I fully believe that God will come through for those who have true faith and who are doing things for the right reasons.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Bro said, lock in. Bro said, get your faith right. Don't worry about what other people doing. If they doing wrong, they not gonna get through. They're not gonna get by with that forever. Lock in. Put your faith in God. Don't let nobody stop you. Don't you stop yourself. Don't let your weaknesses, your insecurities, your past. He said, don't let none of that stop you. Because God is gracious. He said, don't let the classism in society, the idea of the things that people deem to be great or to be better in life, don't let that stop you. Bro said, lock in on Jesus. Okay. Honestly, he really said everything that needed to be said. If we're just being honest, he made it very clear. Listen, y'all, I'm disabled, but that's not my story. That's not the main part of my story. The main part of my story is I'm walking this out. I got courage. I'm looking at the life of Jesus and how he did not look like he came from great means and that there was a great purpose for his life, but there was. And the same with Jesus, it's the same with me. I feel you. I feel you, young man. I love it. It's inspiring. As I said earlier, doing things in an area of weakness is a strength all by itself. And I liken it to, there's this exercise. Since I've been recovering from, I had like a phase in my life to where I was just having some major injuries and surgeries, and I haven't gained all my strength back, but I've gotten stronger. And there's this particular exercise I've been doing because I realized, like, man, I'm not strong on this like I used to be. And it's kind of like, sometimes it's embarrassing to be that weak. And of course that's me in my head, but what I've been doing is challenging myself. Like, hey, go do that thing that you're not good at. Because a lot of times it's easy for us to do the things that we're good at. But the things we're not good at, we avoid it. And it's easy for this young man to see himself and the disability he has with speaking. I don't know what it is specifically. He could just be like, nah, I'm not going to talk. I'll do something else. But he's like, no, I'm going to put myself out there and I'm going to do what it is that I want to do. I have the faith, I have the courage, I have the hope. I'm going to strengthen, even if it's just my mind. Like he's saying, I'm going to strengthen my mind. I'm going to get out there and do it. My disability may never change. And, I don't know the likelihood of it. It may never improve, but I'm still going to get out there and do what I want to do. Why? He said, because his faith is in Jesus. Evil doesn't win at the end of the day. And God is gracious. I love it. Wonderful story. And very inspiring. Y'all let me know what, maybe there's a weakness you have that you need to be reminded of. Like, hey, that's a weakness, but it's not all that you are. There's more to you. There's courage that you can grab hold of, even in the weak season or in this weakness or this disability or in this insecurity that you can push through. Let's talk about it in the comment section, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.